Hi, it's Taylor and Brooklyn. Say hi, Brooklyn. And today I'm going to be covering a kind of personal topic. It's about my relationship with Ryan's mother, my mother-in-law, and why we don't get along. And I want to make this video so one day Brooklyn can look back and understand kind of what went on when she was younger. Probably why she doesn't really get to see her grandma over there very much. Yeah, and so I'm making this without Ryan because even though we don't get along, it's still his mother, I guess. So anyway, I guess we're gonna get started. So it all started when me and Ryan first got together, and that was like 2.5 years ago. He was working kind of close to his mom, where his mom lives, so we So we moved over there, and we moved in with her actually for a while. And it was all great at first. It was wonderful, delightful. And we went shopping all the time. We did everything together. We went to the pool, just kind of like my best friend. And we always went out to eat. We just had so much fun together. It was wonderful. It was like paradise. I thought she was like my second mother. And then I started noticing some weird things go on, like Ryan's little brother, who was 14 at the time, and his girlfriend that was 13, she would stay over all the time. It was like they lived together, and I just kind of thought that was weird because they would sleep in the same room together, and no one said anything. And to me, that was really weird. Like, how are you going to have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old staying together in the same room? Like, that completely blew my mind. My mom would never let that happen. And his mom would buy them alcohol. She started buying them cigarettes, and his brother tobacco. Like, he'd be like, I dip and smoke at the same time, and I'd be like, that's not cool, bro. Like, that's not something to be proud of. And she would supply that for him. She bought them like a hookah pen, and I was just like, whoa, things are getting kind of weird. This was like a month in, and so I was like, you know, kind of things are kind of getting fishy over here. And so, yeah, parties started happening underage. She was not only buying them alcohol, she was buying all his friends alcohol, and I started noticing his brother doing drugs, and I, like, warned his mom, and she didn't really say anything about it. She was just, like, brushed it off. Like, she acted like it hurt her, but she didn't go and do anything about it. I was like, this is your kid. You have to be involved in their life, you know? You can't just ignore your own kid's problems. Anyway, so that went on. I found out I was pregnant, and she was really excited at first. Yeah, I was pregnant with you. You were in Mama's belly. Is that funny? Is that funny? You were in my belly? Yeah. And so me and Ryan were really excited and everything. And I just started realizing, like, this isn't a good place to raise my baby. I want to go back to our hometown, which is like 2 hours away. I want to raise her there. This is just not a good situation. I didn't have a problem with his mom at this point. It was just not where I wanted Brooklyn to be raised around that. No, I didn't agree with what she was doing. She was having affairs with married men. I mean, and I'm really against that because that's why my parents split up, because my dad was having an affair. And so it was just, I just wanted to get out, not starting any problems. It's just not how I think that a kid should be raised, and I didn't want Brooklyn seeing that. So instead of getting our own place around there, he had to find a job, and he did, and it was a much better job actually. Everything was working out great. And then Ryan kind of started opening up to me about some of his problems his mom, like, caused upon him when he was a kid. She was married 5 times. She's married 6 times now. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or anything, but she was moving all these multiple men in with her kids that she didn't really even know. He told me about how the fact that he got beat, and we kind of did a vlog about that, involving his drug addiction, how that affected him. Yeah. And so that played a big role. I was like, wow. And then I found out after he got beat that whenever he was 16, like 10 years later, his mom asked him to go eat dinner with the guy. And he did. And I was like, why would you do that? And it wasn't even a it wasn't even a confrontational dinner. It was just like nothing ever happened. I was like, why would your mom do that? Like, she let a man beat you whenever he would pick you up from daycare. And for one, she didn't even do anything about it. His stepmom did. And then you're going to go eat dinner with him 10 years later? Like, that's just odd. And it's just, I don't agree with that. She doesn't have a good judge of character. And then the last straw, really, was when Brooklyn was a baby. Or like baby. She was like 2 months old. Yo, big dang you were. And she came over. We invited her over against my will. Ryan wanted her to come over. And she brought this guy that was like 20 years older than her. And whenever he was over, I've never met him. She met him at a bar like 2 days before this. And she brought him over, and like he started talking about how he went to jail and stuff. Like his jail record, how he just got out of jail. And I was like, oh my God, you're bringing this guy you've known for 2 days. He just got out of jail. You're bringing him to my house where my daughter lives. You're putting her in danger. And that was definitely the last straw. And I told her that. And she's like, oh, he's a great guy. I'm like, you know him for 2 days. How do you know he's a great guy? Like, you know nothing about him. Anyone can be a good guy for 2 days. And so, I know this vlog is kind of all over the place, but this is something I wanted to do for Brooklyn so she kind of understands when I'm older where I'm coming from whenever I tell her why she doesn't really know that grandma very much. I hope in my heart that she changes for the better, and I hope one day they can have a relationship. It's going to take a lot for me to trust her, though. I'm going to have to see a lot of improvement in her life. And so maybe one day they will have a relationship. I do hope that. It's just right now, no. And Tiger doesn't change his stripes. Not saying that she can't change. Not saying that, but you know, that's just my point of view. And this vlog, like I said, it's everywhere. It's just something that makes me really mad and something I want to talk about. And Brooklyn's jumping right now. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! And so yeah, I just wanted to cover that. And someone's getting cranky, so we're gonna go bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Sorry, this is a kind of a dramatic video. Just something I wanted to cover. Okay, bye. Say bye, Brooklyn. Say bye. Mwah.